from Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit on down to Houston, from New York to LA. There's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the
The only thing I can add to that video, that song, is a sincere thank you to all of you for what you did for this country. And to let you know that your legacy, and this film we put together over the last couple of weeks is a tribute to all of you. The real tribute is what you left behind as a foundation for all of the Department of Energy to stand upon your shoulders of what you did for us. And there are so many things I can tell you about the department today, but I will just leave it at this. You were an incredible generation, a model for the rest of us and for generations to come. You should be very proud of everything that you did. And for that, I thank you, and I'm not going to give any more speech. Thank you.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you. I think that's pretty tremendous. And Glenn, thank you for doing that. It's a wonderful video. I think right after that, I'm with Alice, who will go sign up again for another 20 or 30 years here. What do you think? Listen, thank you very much for all of you to come out today. As you go home and you return back to your lives, as Glenn said, think about this. Future generations will thank you for what you've done to keep the country safe all these years. And I was watching this and I was thinking as this film was running that Glenn had done, there are visitors who come here sometimes and they have some different views about this whole subject of nuclear weapons. And it's not unusual to stumble across somebody who has an adverse view of that. Lady came in one day and she said, you know, this is really terrible. You're talking about death and destruction and nuclear weapons. And what is it? It's not done anything for me. It bothers me. I have a lot of heartburn about this. And I said, ma'am, how old are you? Well, I'm 64 years old. Well, you lived through part of the Cold War, did you not? Yes. And I said, and you speak English pretty well? Yes. And you're safe in your home today? Yes. Well, why do you think that is? Because of what happened here and these contributions these people made. So she went away kind of satisfied, I think, but it gave her something to think about. And I say the same thing to all of you. You have made that contribution. You have kept the country safe. And the work that Glenn, DOE does, people at the test site continues that today. And we're happy to have this ceremony today to recognize that. Thank you all for coming out. We'll take a picture and put it back in there. Now, one last thing before you leave, there are some refreshments outside. If you got one of these pins today, I hope you got one and you're wearing it, you can trade that in for a free admission to the museum today. And thanks very much and have a great Nevada day.